What do you do when life just sucks? I get DMs from people all the time. Squid, I'm going through a rough time right now. Life just sucks. I can't get anything to work. You see, the mistake you made is thinking that life isn't supposed to suck sometimes. That life isn't supposed to be hard. Like you just thought it was gonna be easy all the time. You've been taught by society, by school, your parents, who knows, that going through bad things is a bad thing, that it should be avoided. But what if I told you that everything you're going through right now is exactly what needed to happen in order for you to get to the good times? You need to look at the bad times as if it's just all part of the game. Think about any video game you've ever played. When is it the most fun? When does it feel the most exhilarating? Is it when you're just traveling from quest to quest? Is it when you're like at the village, like suiting up your armor, buying new things? Or is it the part when you're going up against the final boss? Or when you're fighting multiple enemies at the same time? You've been taught that the challenge is supposed to suck. But the truth is that the challenging part is the most fun part. Every time I've ever gone through something shitty, getting cheated on, going through a hazing investigation, almost going bankrupt multiple times, or taking out loans just to survive, just to pay the bills and not pay myself for months, all while I'm documenting this on social media for everybody to see, I don't feel sad or upset. That's when I feel most alive. Life is most fun when you're in the arena. And when a warrior is not in the arena, he wishes he was in the arena. The first step towards fixing the problem you have right now, or getting out of this mental prison that you've built for yourself in your head, is convincing yourself that everything you've ever wanted is right around the corner. Picture your dream life. Like really envision it. Think about the details. Think about why exactly you want that dream life. And now just imagine you already have it. It's just a matter of time before you get there. I feel your desire. I feel your impatience because I have it too all the time. But brother, you need to relax. The reason you want it so bad, the reason you're so impatient right now is because you already have it. You just need to go get it again. When you think this way, when you've truly convinced yourself that it's only a matter of time, literally nothing can get in your way. Nothing will throw you off, even the toughest challenges. When you know that it's only a matter of time, you look at these challenges as though they're part of the game. You look at them as fun. And once you realize this, you can actually start playing the game instead of being a slave to it. After all, what usually happens when you finish the game anyway, right? Maybe you get to level 100, you beat that final boss. What do? You restart. You pick a higher difficulty, or maybe you set up a mental challenge in your head of, I need to beat this in half the time. You spend weeks, months, maybe years trying to get to this final destination, only to get there and realize like the fun was playing the game. Whenever I'm going through anything that's extremely difficult, extremely challenging, I just tell myself, this is all part of the story. And imagine how much better this story is gonna be once I complete this challenge. I look at these as like quests. If you follow me on TikTok, a few months ago, there was this guy that would make videos about me all the time, like literally peeking into my business, my life, like every single day he would post multiple videos about me, talking about me, my business, my family, like everything, right? Bro was literally the villain. This dude was essentially like my arch nemesis. And it was known on TikTok as like a niche beef. Even though it was one-sided, like I never talked about bro because I couldn't give a f. In my own mind, I looked at him as like a villain in my story. If I'm Batman, he's the Joker. But that's the thing is he only gets one movie, not even one movie. He gets like half a movie, right? I am the series. Now you might be thinking like, Squid, how do I get the confidence to think this way? How do I get the courage to take on big challenges? Alex Hormozy says that confidence comes from doing hard things and building up a list of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. I agree with that. But sometimes it just doesn't work that way. Sometimes you need confidence in order to do hard things, to quit your job, to drop out of school, right? To start that business, or even just like go talk to that hot girl that you see every day in class. The simple fact is it takes confidence and courage to do hard things. Courage, that is the one important skill that matters the most. But what I do, I've been doing this my whole life, and what you can do is borrow that confidence from your future self. In my mind, I've created a vision for what my future will look like. I already know what it's gonna look like. Now, maybe the details and the faces will be a little bit different, but I know what it's gonna look like. I picture everything, my business, my family. I have this vision in my head of me on the front of a yacht holding my firstborn son with my father standing next to me, right? 3 generations of my family just thinking about what I've accomplished and what my life has turned into. And that fires me the f up because I know that that's right around the corner. So now that I've seen what my own future looks like, why wouldn't I be confident? If you knew, no matter how many times you failed, that in the end you were gonna win, would you really even be upset when you did fail? No. It's literally all just part of the process. It's just part of the story. If you could look into a crystal ball and see your future, if you could envision it, and you saw yourself as the CEO of that billion-dollar company or whatever your dream is, wouldn't you be stoked to get there faster? You can see it. It's right there. It's right around the corner. Now, here's the thing. You don't know which business it'll be. You don't know how long it's gonna take, but you know it'll happen. Let's think about it from a relationship perspective as well. Most men are terrified of talking to girls. They can't approach women in person. They need apps or they need alcohol as like armor. What if you could look into that crystal ball and see your future family? What if you could see you in your big house with your arm around your beautiful wife and your little kid, your son, is right there hugging your leg? What if you could see that, right? You can't see their faces, you can't see who they are. If you knew that that was right around the corner, wouldn't you be eager to find out who it is, that girl? Wouldn't you see that beautiful girl on the street and like just go up and talk to her? Because that might be the one. You wouldn't care about rejection, right? You go up, you talk to her, she rejects you, maybe she's got a boyfriend, okay, it's not her. The next one might be. And every single rejection you go through makes you one rejection closer to getting that goal. And every single rejection you experience puts you one rejection closer to actually accomplishing it. A few months ago, I was talking to a good friend of mine on the phone. The dude's immensely successful. He's a little bit older than me. We were on the phone talking about my business. I was just catching him up. And he said something that really hit me hard. He said, "Yeah, isn't it exciting?" My response was, "Isn't what exciting?" He said, "That you're almost there. Everything you've been working for is about to pay off." I had never thought about it like that. Even when times are really tough, brutal even, when everything is going wrong, if you really think about it, every day that you push through puts you one day closer to getting to your dream life. I've never in my life gotten off a phone call so energized, so ecstatic. Anyway, lock the in, you're almost there. Every mistake you make, every failure you experience, every rejection puts you one step closer to getting everything you've ever wanted. And with that, I'll see you guys next week.